So David, a 0-0 draw with Nantwich Town today, but lots of positives to take out of the game.
Yeah, and I thought there were positives from last week. We watched the game back and we created, I think, 12 or 13 chances last week. I thought we took some of that into this game. I thought we created some decent chances, not as many, but some decent chances. But I thought we looked pretty solid as well. I thought we generally won the midfield battle and didn't look. I mean, Finn made one very good save in the first half and one of our mistakes, but we probably only made a handful of mistakes and generally got around that and recovered from them. So I thought solid. From the back of last week, I was disappointed. It felt like 2 points dropped. I think today was a fair point, but that's 2 points for the last two games. It's a step in the right direction. It's another game where we feel disappointed we haven't won, and from a mentality perspective, that's much better. So lots of positives to build on there, and a quick turnaround for Tuesday, which is good.
Clean sheet's always a bonus for us as well.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we move into Tuesday where we get Chase Town at home.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Town have had no game today, so possibly a bit fresher than us. Thoughts on that one?
Yeah, possibly a bit fresher. They've got to travel up the M6 though on Tuesday night, which is never pleasant, never easy. Difficult to know. We haven't got many bodies at the moment, with a few out the door and a few injuries, which were badly timed really in terms of the players that we've let go. So we might change things a bit, but we haven't got that many options. But the players kind of know what's expected. We need to get the levels we've been at today. We need to improve composure and decision making in the final third to capitalise on good play up to that point. It feels like it's coming. It feels like we're not very far off, and we've just got to beat that consistency, taking the performance from today and building on that again Tuesday.
I think we spoke a lot earlier in the season that we had a couple of chances a game and we were getting a goal and winning 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said just then, it does feel like it's coming in terms of we are creating chances. We've had good chances again today. So Jack Bannister's had a shot that's really well blocked. There's a couple more where Alfie's created something, a couple of balls into box. Sam's had a chance later on, Alfie's free kick as well. So it's definitely positive to draw on that we're taking or making a lot more clear-cut chances than we have in the last few games.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many were clear-cut today, but we certainly created chances. We certainly put balls into areas. I think we can do more of it. I think the quality of that final ball can be better. I think there were times when we break in. I thought we countered quite well today, but there were times when the pass was delayed and should have been played earlier, or the quality of the ball wasn't good enough. Really good example in the second half. The ball, Jamal was running an early ball into space in front of him. Nobody would catch him, and it was played. It was delayed and then played into his heels. So little bits like that just need tidying up. And it's difficult. It's easy to sit here and say you should do this, should do that, should do that. It's hard when you're out there. It's 100 miles an hour. You've run 10k in the last 70 minutes, and the pitch isn't the kindest at the moment. So. But the players know they've got to be better in those moments. And I talk about it so much, but moments define games and seasons, and those big moments when you've got a 3v3, you've got to pick the right pass and you've got to execute, and that's the difference at the moment. We're not quite getting that right. We've worked on it loads in training. It was a good training week. I think we took a lot of that into the game again today, like we did last week. It will come. I'm absolutely confident it will come with the players we've got. We are still on, looking to if we can add a little bit of quality in a couple of positions, but I'm pretty happy with what we've got in here. I think mentality started to change, and we will soon see that translate to results.
Pick a couple of players out from today. So we spoke a little bit of leak about Finn Madigan, but he didn't really put a foot wrong today. He didn't have too much to do, but what he did really well.
Yeah, I thought his kicking was excellent. I thought his throwing was good. I thought he swept well. When he did have to make a save, he made two very good saves. One in the first half where he used all his 6'4" frame to just turn it over the bar, and one in the second half with his feet. That was very, very awkward, bouncing in a bobbly surface. Did really well, not just to get onto it, get a foot onto it, but I think he put it 30-40 yards out wide. So it was a really, really confident performance. I thought he talked well. There were a couple of balls in the box, and he shouted really early and come and claim them. So for a player making only his second appearance at this level, making his own debut, I thought it was a very, very accomplished performance, and one he can definitely build on. And having two keepers like Tomo and Finn is a blessing. We've seen in prior years when we've had keepers injured, we've scrambling around to bring loans in. We know we've got a very, very reliable keeper in Finn, and he's certainly done his claims towards the first, the number one shirt, no arm today with his performance.
And Alfie Belcher played out wide today on the right. Was that the best we've seen him so far?
Yeah, I thought he was involved in a lot of what we did. That was good. I thought his touch was good. I thought on the whole his passing was good. I thought he linked up really well. I thought his set piece delivery was good as well. I thought all round in possession, I thought he looked a threat. And out of possession, he did what Alfie does. And the reason we went with Alfie over Jamal was that Alfie gives us a little bit more defensively. He probably drops into pockets a little bit more and picks ball up in other areas. Which Jamal offers you real pace and in behind, which he did really well when he came on. But I thought Alfie was really good today. And we moved him out there to accommodate Kane. We wanted three physical, competent midfielders today to kind of match up what we thought the system would be from Nantwich, and I thought that worked for us. I thought we won that midfield battle, and it allowed then Alfie to kind of get on the ball and try and create.
And the last player really to look at was Will Shepherd. He's made a name as being a great right back for us, but stepped into midfield, which is probably his more natural position, and he was outstanding today.
Yeah, and I thought Will was good last week. I think he's been good on the whole since he's been in there. I thought Leakey was good. He's a very clever footballer. He reads the game well. He increasingly talks and organises and drags players around. He can do that kind of holding role. He can also play more of a traditional kind of central midfielder role. He switches the ball well. He ticks us over. Good in the air. Times it incredibly well. And he's aggressive and wants to go and win things. He created a chance, shot just wide today, from being on the front foot and being aggressive and going winning the ball up near the edge of their box. And the chance last week, he should have scored last week, but again, he won a ball on the edge of the box to create a chance for himself, and that's what he gives us. If you ask him, he'd probably rather be in there. I think at the start of the season, we had a conversation with him, and he was happy to play right back. He could see how that would work as the season's progressed and the squad's developed. I think he's become an important player for us in there, and we've seen with Josh going in at right back, and I think Jack's form before that, who's been absolutely excellent at right back, means we've got the luxury of being able to kind of move Will in there and still be very solid at right back and have good right backs who can play. So it's a good thing to have, and I think Shep really is now making that position his own.
And last word really for the fans today. So we haven't been in great form. We're a team in the bottom half of the table, but a really good turnout and getting behind the players even despite of that.
Yeah, and the fans are superb, and they do, and I think most fans can see what we do, and you can see that there were certainly games this year where I've been incredibly disappointed with the performance and the work rate and the effort and the attitude, but I don't think you can level that at players this side of the Staley Bridge game. I know the Newcastle game was a terrible result, but when you watch that back, we weren't really under the cosh for any period of time. We created lots of chances. We didn't take them, and that's why we lost that game. Last week we created loads of chances. Today I thought we were good, and I think the fans see that. I think the fans see us working hard. I think they see us trying to play football in the right way. I think they see us creating, and they can see things aren't quite going right, but they stick right behind you, and it does make a difference. It makes such a difference when you know you've got that. I think most of the pressure now is being created within this dressing room. As a management team, we're not happy with the run of form, we're not happy with the results, but I think this team should do better with the talent we've got, the players that we've got, they're the ones who want to be here, they're the ones who want to turn this around. They're not happy with the results. They weren't happy today not to have picked up the win. They certainly weren't happy last week not to have picked up the 3 points. So I think we're creating our pressure. I think the fans are starting to see how that's manifesting in performances, and they're sticking by us, so thank you, because it makes such a difference.
And how important it is to get them for a Tuesday night under the lights this week.
Yeah, it's huge. As I said, it's difficult. Chase Town, we've got to come up 100 odd miles or whatever it is up the M6. It's a horrible journey after you've been working all day. We need to make sure that we make this as difficult a place for them to come, and that's the fans being loud and noisy and getting behind us. That's the players being on the front foot, playing with intensity and that relentlessness we talk about. We all have a role to play in, and hopefully we'll see plenty of faces there Tuesday.
Thanks, David.
Cheers, Nathan.